Good evening to all our viewers here on SpeedGaming 2, and welcome back to the Rookie Rumble in 2025. We have a round of 16 matchup for you all tonight. It is J Riggs versus OzzSolo. The number 3 seed takes on the number 14 seed. Moonrise and Phoenix here, bring you the action here tonight. Joining me on the Trackers table is House. Welcome back, everybody. We should have a good one here for you both tonight. And we are about ready to get underway, and you guys know exactly what I'm about to say. And if not, well, perhaps you haven't heard me on commentary before. Hopefully everybody is doing well here tonight. So on the opposite side of the bracket, the winner of this matchup will take on either the number 6 seed Flip Heel or the number 22 seed Ray of Light. But you see it on Riggs' side. That countdown is starting. And it is time. Let's play some Z1R as we start in the Southwest Forest. Boat runners heading towards 1Q3 with a wood sword in hand and 8 bombs. Those are our starting items here in the Rookie Rumble. That is a door repair Night Runner is going to care for. And it looks like at least J Riggs is heading towards the southwest corner. OzzSolo will follow very quickly. No real problems enemy-wise just yet. We see some darkness real early, however. And the bomb check is an early take. Any boat runners will opt to take the heart container. Understandable as there is a free blue candle waiting for you at the wood sword cave, which is going to be an open cave somewhere. There's your letter. Again, boat runners pick it up, and boat runners opt to save. We are going right back to start. Boat runners step for step with each other here in the first minute. So a couple of more things that we need to point out here for the Rookie Rumble. That white sword item is locked as the wand for the duration of this tournament. As we see J Riggs heading for Death Armos, finds a secret south of it, 27 rupees. That is on the low side for the medium secret, 25 to 40 normally. There's your blue ring shop at the grave, your vanilla 250 rupees there. Does the Death Armos have our Armos item? It does not. But the Moblin has a wand on Debt Mountain. That is just as good. There is your white sword item. It is over on Debt Mountain. It may take some time to get over there. And the Darkness say, no, J Riggs, you can't pass. But he says, let me just take a minute. I'll be back. And J Riggs gets out of, not J Riggs, my apologies. OzzSolo gets out of a jam coming down from 1Q6. And we've got bomb shops and a small secret, a generous small secret tonight. 17 rupees. That one on the high side, 1 to 20 for that small secret. So a 17, awfully generous. A second take any for J Riggs. Up to 5 hearts, 66% chance to pick it up. 4 to 6 hearts for the white sword item over on Debt Mountain. Also, another thing to note is that your magical sword standard play has it between 10 and 14 hearts. Well, in the Rookie Rumble, it's locked as 10 as we see some 80 roads here for J Riggs. Northeast of Vanilla Start. As also heads for the forgotten spot. We've got, that is 1Q5. Interesting spot there. And 1Q1. That's rather intriguing. Your starting one is northwest of Vanilla Start. That is about a 5 out of 10. OzzSolo with the big news that the white sword wand is over on Debt Mountain. West of Vanilla Start, another medium secret. Riggs is fairly healthy, sitting at 71 rupees. Vanilla Start, do you have something for us tonight? No, you don't. That gambling game doesn't mean a darn thing. How about north of Vanilla Start? Anything there? A door repair. 21 rupees. That's not exactly good, is it? Riggs is going to try and get himself a bomb pack to get back to standard. I believe that is a 3 count. A 6 count means a bomb chance, and either way, that is not what Riggs wanted. Also finds the other take any that J Riggs found earlier, up to 5 hearts himself. And J Riggs decides, yeah, it's time to go see what the waterfall's got. Also, meanwhile, digging a bit where J Riggs was previously, will find the Any Rose. The waterfall is another gambling game. Complete trash, really, if you ask me. White Sword Cave. Anything there? Potion shop. We're still looking for our first dungeon of the evening. 5 minutes in. J Riggs may opt to try and find that wand early here. He's heading towards that mountain. OzzSolo still near vanilla start. And just as healthy as J Riggs was just a moment ago at 72 rupees. Oh, those Octoroks are playing evil tonight. But J Riggs gets through and will explore East Debt Mountain first. And of course, bomb droppers never dropping bombs when you want them to. Secret on East Debt Mountain, another medium. Still looking as well for the large secret of the evening. That's something we're going to eventually want to find, for better or worse, really. Spectacle Rock, what do you do? Another potion shop. Levels? Do they exist? We'll find out eventually. East Debt Mountain, a spot for ground beef, apparently. 52 rupees for your bait there. J Riggs says, I'm not quite interested just yet. OzzSolo with a screen scroll over to the ferry. Time for a refill, and a very timely one. He was down to half a heart. Connector time for J Riggs. What do we have here? We've got a lot of money. We've got a healing item. And we've got another secret. First dungeon of the evening is at the desert shop. OzzSolo will find level 6. And finally, at just about 7 minutes, we're going to have somebody digging a dungeon. Bomb pack for Riggs as the first push block of the evening is a red herring, and OzzSolo. The goal of this room is just run screaming. Danger noodles at this point of the game are bad news. A key, and Oz is going to say, I don't want to keep digging this. I want to keep running and screaming, and again, I can't blame him in the slightest. There's your wand. 6 hearts needed. J Riggs with the heartbreaker. Rude one there for J Riggs. That he probably dug that mountain expressly to find that wand. Finds it, finds out that he needs another heart to get it. That's just painful. OzzSolo, meanwhile, Monocle Rock yielding a small secret. J Riggs would love to find a bomb pack right about now. Oz checking Seaside. No dice. Still another gambling game. J Riggs is going to find 6 very shortly. He's heading in now. Oz may find the Armos item quickly. It is not there. It is in the forest. And it's just a door repair at the Lost Hills Armos. That is pain. Potion shop at the Western Lost Hills. Riggs finds the key, and just like OzzSolo says, no, I'm not dealing with this. I'm out. East Lost Hills. There's your take, Amy. Oz doesn't know it, but that wand is guaranteed, and you couldn't get it before now. Let's see if he digs Death Mountain in the near future. J. Riggs will find a small secret at Monocle Rock. And it's time to go see what Casino Corner's got. It's got level 2. Oz says, don't mind if I do. I'm going to go take a look in here. An early bunch of keys doing nothing to stop them. So the Armos item is going to be at the East Forest Armos. Little bit of a tough room here for OzzSolo. Needs to be careful and runs smack dab into Land Mola. Back to start, but you were early. It's not going to hurt you too much. White sword for your Armos item. That is goodness. I wouldn't complain too much if I'm J Riggs right there. That is a brilliant item. Gleok returns with the recorder. That will mean that the recorder is in level 8. OzzSolo with some interesting information. Also, before we go any further, I'd like to thank House again for volunteering to do the tracking for us tonight, because without our trackers, goodness, we don't make much sense as commentators. They're the MVPs of the crew, so thank you so much, House. I appreciate it. Meanwhile, OzzSolo continues to dig in too. Hasn't found an item in there yet. Round 2 against these Land Molas that took him out earlier. Tries to get the block clip and does so. Oh, goodness. J Riggs struggled to get in there. And unfortunately for OzzSolo, he's going to have to knock out both of these Land Molas. There's your magical sword. But, back on the block clip for Oz. Brilliantly done, but gets nothing for his efforts. And this time Oz is saying, I'm going to need to use that key eventually. Interesting room here, as we may see a coast item for J Riggs. Remains to be found. Remains to be seen if we get to see it. He's on half a heart, needs to be extremely careful. Coast item is going to be the Overworld Heart. Goodness, where have we seen that one before? And there's your free blue candle at the Coast Cave. Riggs rewarded with that dig. Heart container found in level 2, but that is not the Overworld Heart. Also, and at 1Q8, we've got our third dungeon of the evening, level 4, found by J Riggs. Oh, goodness, and Uncle Wizzy making his first appearance of the evening. Also, that's concerning for OzzSolo. The item in 2 may be Goma blocked. He's hoping it's not, because we don't know where that bow is. There's still a decent chance Oz can find the item in 2. J Riggs, meanwhile, finds the compass in 4. He's not too far off of it. And Oz continuing to dig here. Finds a fairy. That's a big one for him. Triforce found. Oz says, I'm interested in that, but give me the item first. He's going to have 4 rooms left to dig. Potential 50 if he chooses to burn a key. And nothing there for Oz. The dig continues. And that compass, well, we've already seen where the Triforce is, so we're not doing much as far as that's concerned. That is not a fun room to have deep into when you're looking for the item. But he does get through. And will this be it? He's going to have to be very careful. J-Rig's out of level 4, meanwhile. A bomb pack and the item in 2, and it's a critical one. There's your book. There's your atlas, which means that starting now, Oz is going to have every map for every dungeon, no matter if he's seen the dungeon or not. So that dig coming up clutch for OzzSolo. Meanwhile, J-Rig's over at 1Q2 going to look to try and get a bomb pack as Oz has only one thing left to do in this level 2. That's going to be right here in this next room. J-Rig's finds 3 at 1Q2, and Oz is going to have our first Triforce of the evening pickup in 2. OzzSolo now leads 1-0. And for J-Rig's, this is when you're happy you found that white sword early. This room would take forever with that wood sword. Casino Corner, aptly named tonight. Not much of a problem there. Uncle Wizzy again with an appearance in level 3. That is the second dungeon of the evening that we're going to see them. There's potentially another 3 dungeons we're going to see them. Our runners tonight probably hoping that 9 is not one of them. Meanwhile, this monstrosity of level 7 pops up for OzzSolo as Riggs gets taken down by the blue whiz robes. Had a darn good start. Magic key, ladder blocked. And level 5 along the coast. Okay, back-to-back interesting hints there for Oz. Still haven't found a hint shop, though. That's going to be an interesting thing. And J-Rig says, Wizrobes, in my level 3, I'll come back later. Oz finding a staircase in 7. It is your transport. I would say I'm surprised, but I'm not. I mean, it's level 7. There's a dig dogger. That slightly concerning. And yeah, that's going to burn a lot of time if you try and clear it, especially for a nickel. OzzSolo says, let her mountain, I'll be back later. I don't feel like wasting time in here right now. And who can blame him? Here's J-Riggs in 2 himself. Let's see how his dig of level 2 is going to go. Good block clip. Will have no problem knocking out those Lamolas, but finds out that there's nothing there. Oz getting closer to the white sword, meanwhile. As now he knows that the item is over at the East Forest Armos. There's your white sword. Oz probably thinking, I wish I had that earlier. J-Riggs with the indication in 2, but doesn't hesitate one bit to burn the key. That's going to be a little bit of an upgrade from OzzSolo's level 2. He hesitated a little bit, and now Oz in 3. Bomb pack. J-Riggs saying, I'm already full on bombs. I don't care about that bomb pack. I care about that heart, however, because that's going to give me the wand, and that's just an up and A because he reached a dead end on that left-hand side. I mean, this room in level 3 for OzzSolo, bad enough. But then comes the problem of having to face Wizrows past that. And that might cause second thoughts. Caught by the spike trap. J-Rig says, I'm not going to pick up the Triforce just yet. And Oz is going to find the Triforce in 3 right next to the lobby. Let's see if he comes back in here. It's level 3. It's small enough, but he hasn't seen the Wizrobes yet. He's still going back in. That white sword is going to prove extremely beneficial, especially in this room. J-Riggs has the beams, and wow, using the enemy iframes. You don't see runners think about that one too often. And J-Riggs, no problem. He'll take care of this room. By a leg is an entrance to death. That is a hint for level 9, folks. And nothing doing in that room for J-Riggs. And welcome to Wizrobe City, OzzSolo. There's the book for Riggs, and he is not going to say no. There's the worthless piece of paper for OzzSolo, as he may call it. And J-Riggs is now on the board. First Triforce of the evening at 20 minutes and 55 seconds. Oh, goodness. Oz a little too close. Those bubbles played havoc with him, and he's back to start in 3. But he's going to give it another shot. J-Riggs at 219 rupees chooses not to pick up that secret. And who can really blame him at this point? The half-tile combat serving also fairly well. A quick takedown of the first Wizrobe of this room. Oh, wow. Okay, that was a tad lucky, but flawlessly done by OzzSolo. Well played, and now J-Riggs finds 7 at Letter Mountain and is using much the same exploration method as OzzSolo did previously. This has a chance to be the item here for Oz. Is it? No, it isn't. Game knows, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to need to dig a fair bit. J-Riggs also not choosing to use a transport. And this will be the item in 3 for Oz. Let's see if the dig is worth it. And, well, we're going to kind of need that one. Your bow's in 3. OzzSolo picks it up. And Oz now with a big piece of the puzzle. J-Riggs has no idea of the item in 3. And now Oz, 23 minutes in, 2 Triforces in hand, is going to start heading south, and he will find another dungeon over at 1Q8. Will not be long before he gets there. First, he sees the magical sword. He is 3 hearts away from picking that up. So is Riggs, picking up another take any. Oh, goodness. A little bit of fancy footwork by OzzSolo. He is going to say, I don't have a candle yet. We've got potion prices on Riggs' side, and it is going to be a blue potion night, ladies and gentlemen, I assure you. 30 for the blue, 82 for the red. I mean, what is this? Pay, goodness, pay for three and get two? That's not how the game works. Meanwhile, Oz is heading for the south coast. He will not see level 4 for a fair bit, but he will find level 5, and then it's an immediate segment. Oz is going to go take a look. We don't know the item here in level 5. Up an A for Riggs. He may start to deal damage in the dead woods. A fairly simple enemy set by the looks of things, but if I remember correctly, this enemy set has whiz robes, so is this a third dungeon with the whiz robes? If that's the case, we're only going to have 2 left, at most. There's going to be 2 sets of staircases here in this level 5 due to the fact that it's segmented. The 1 standard plus the 1 added due to the segment. Door repair in the 8-pack for Riggs, and Oz is going to keep digging this little segment here. We don't know. The item could be in here, or the Triforce, or it could be just a red herring. We don't know that yet. Oh goodness, the dig may pay off. Oz has a staircase. And the dig can... Okay. The game decided it was going to take some time to spawn the rupees this time. Interesting. And there is the useless piece of paper that OzzSolo is just going to leave there. He doesn't need it, and he knows it. Grave Potion Shop. There's another bomb shop. J-Rig says, I'm going to take it. Gleok lurks in the forest. Oz doesn't know the location of 4. This might help him. Another thing that's going to help, well, is the darkness not crowding the staircase. But there is the wand for J-Rigs. And the Triforce in 5. Oz is going to be forced to pick that up with no ladder. 3 Triforces to 1. Let's see if Oz goes back into this 5. And he's thinking about it, but says no. We're still missing the location of level 1. And I'm thinking at this point, it's playing in our runners' heads. South Coast, uttered in level 5, is pretty much a red herring. Not much of use there, as hint shop for Oz. The red candle is in 1. Power bracelet in 7. That is interesting information there. Step over water. Thanks, game. Really appreciate it. Direct hint for the Coast Heart, which we of course know already. One thing we don't know yet, and we still have yet to find. There it is, your first large secret of the evening. All 1s, 111. Not a number OzzSolo's going to be upset to see. Maybe he's upset about seeing it twice in a row. And you can see it there. The wheels are turning there. And West Dent Mountain comes up empty for Riggs. That is not encouraging if you're if you're looking for a quick seed here, because that may mean you may have to dig for that power bracelet in 7. And considering how beautiful 7 was, narrative note that no, there was no beauty in that. And now Oz is going to have the map of 4, and this may make things a lot easier for him on the dig. J Riggs did not have the map. There's your other hint shop, and that one's expensive. That one's going to set you back 128 rupees, and that's most of J Riggs' wallet right now. Ooh, that was a scary room there, but just a key, nothing to be scared about. That Wizrobe shooting at you like crazy, on the other hand, that's scary, and that's something you should be scared about. Forgotten Spot, do you have anything? You absolutely do! The Forgotten Spot is the gold mine of level 1! Oh, goodness. That is some big news for Riggs, and he's going to be able to grab both items in here, possibly. The red candle, he may not care for that much, but for all we know, maybe there's a ladder in here. Or a red ring. Or a compass. Whatever works. Shoot room for Oz. Everybody loves to see those, right? Especially when Zelda's locked on the other side of one. And floor heart in level 1 for Riggs. Oz struggling a little bit on the heart count. Being on green tunic doesn't help anything right now, and that is going to be either an item or a segment here in this one. It is the segment, and Riggs not going to be too enthused about digging that segment just yet. Going to be happier just using the one on those Lionels, and who can blame him? This is going to be one of the items in one. Is this the red candle? Is this the other item? It is the red candle. And we see it in chat now. Level 1 is a key devouring level. It absolutely is. But a red candle in hand, Triforce in its standard room. I mean, I'd say I'm surprised, but I'm really not. There's your worthless piece of paper on the floor in 1. And is the other item in the segment? We're about to find out, folks. And it is. Riggs is going to be, if he wants the other item, he's going to need to go back to that staircase he found earlier. But for the time being, he may just opt to take the Triforce and take the health refill, and he will. He closes the gap to 3 Triforces to 2 with a pickup in 1. Let's see if he grabs the other item. That is a ladder block in 4. Oz is out. Riggs going back in to pick up the second item. Game, really? That's... The magical sword wasn't too far from that location. Interesting to see the old man hint it at that point, but they don't know. They're trying to be helpful. They try. That's all we can say about them. Riggs, off to the segment. We're about to see the other item. It's not that key. And it's not that either. Oh, we've got rooms over in the south end of level 1 that were key blocked. Chat hinting towards that. J-Riggs wants to save a key here, and I can't blame him personally, but there is the key. Is this where the item is? No, but at least you'll get your key refunded. Oh, goodness. Two-headed Gleeok shouldn't be too much of a problem, but Riggs says, I don't want to spend another key to check that other room. That other item is staying unclaimed for the time being. And will that hurt, Riggs? Oh, actually, chat's correcting me, and as is our tracker. That red ring was on the floor. And OzzSolo might be sad he picked up the blue ring just now. My apologies, chat. Yep, right under the right under that Gleeok. Of course, he see. Funny how that works. Dragons like jewelry, but do a poor job of guarding it. Wrong bush, J-Riggs. Speaking of things you might want to see, Oz. Yeah, you're going to want that wand. There is that hint shop that Oz saw earlier. And now Riggs finding out that the power bracelet's in 7. And this old man being Captain Obvious there for a second. True enough, chat. I'll give you that one. But at this point in time, that is a... Well, we've got both items in 1. That's going to be... That's a start. That red ring, massive, as it gives you 75% damage reduction. Riggs finds 5. And the only... nope. I stand corrected, I believe. For the time being, Oz is going to be sad because that was also his last bomb. He tried for a bomb force and missed it. However, this will not hurt him too badly. There's nothing up in that mountain tonight. Only one key left for Riggs. That may cause problems in here. And there is that bomb pack. A little too late there for Oz. But, oh, we haven't seen this staircase in 5. Riggs may have found the item in here. And it is going to be the silver arrows in 5. If you're on Team Riggs, this is some major help for him because Oz, with the Triforce in 5, may not be back here anytime soon. Oz is going to find the other hint shop, but will not have any rupees to buy the hints. However, if Riggs is looking for the Triforce, he needs to get to the other end of that branch. This will not help him in the slightest. 1 rupee short of 1 hint there for Oz. That hurts. Oh, goodness. And thank goodness for Red Ring is all I'm going to say, because this room with no ladder, yeah, Riggs saying, that's all nice and stuff. I can tank hits here all day. I don't have time for this. Oz finding 8, meanwhile, east of Vanilla Start. We know the recorder's in here. Oz now knows about the red ring in 1, and you saw the hesitation there. Why is the red ring there? Why is the first staircase in 8 a transport? Level 2 along the coast. We already knew that one. Big compass here for Oz in 8, and you're going to have to dig a long, long way to get that Triforce. It's in the northwest corner. First bomb upgrade of the evening. It's a +4 for legend, for lightly over the vanilla amount, 110 rupees. Oh, hi, Mr. Gleeok. 4-headed Gleeok for Oz. This is not an easy takedown. Blue ring helping out, but it's a red herring. Unless this gives you something. Actually, it is the Triforce room, so you have to kill the Gleeok after all. Oz may be out of 8. Now he's got a 4-2 Triforce lead. A Triforce lead that may not stand for too long, because this is the Triforce room for Riggs in this level 5. There it is. Riggs picks it up. 4-3. OzzSolo, 41 minutes in. Once again, however, Riggs with the silver arrows in 5. That is a bad spot for them to be in if you're OzzSolo. Double up an A, Riggs decides, I'm going to go back to start. Oz says, I've had enough of this level 8. Knows one of the items, however. That is the recorder. Is he heading towards the hint shop in Candle Row to pick up that 1 hint? Not yet, he says. I've still got a spot to check. I've still got some money to grab. I've still got maybe more hints to buy. Not yet, he says. I've still got more checks to make. Riggs will purchase the hints, however. Sail over the water to grab the magic key. Oh my goodness, the raft is needed. Wooden boomerang in 4. And finally, oh my goodness. Oz, you gotta buy that hint. The silvers are in 5 and the old man tells you. That would be enormous and would put Oz back in this game, no doubt. Oz is going to keep digging. The behind the back pirouette to open that door. And if I'm not mistaken, this gets him right in the room where... Oh my goodness. How there is your red ring for Oz in the first room. That play from Oz, that behind the back pirouette, that right there, that was smooth, that was smart, and it pays off in a huge way. Goodness, how were you supposed to see that red ring? I'd like to know that one. Riggs back in 3, meanwhile, and he is going to be absolutely elated to see the item here. Well, first you might be happy to see the Triforces so early. Triforce is there. Oz has a little bit of a journey to do here in this one. There is your heart container in 1 for Oz. 2 hearts away from the magical sword. Oz wants this to be the other item. It's not. And it turns out that not exploring the segment was the right move. However, I do believe that was the red candle room. Does OzzSolo care? Maybe not. He's done in level 1. 5 Triforces to 3. But the advantage right now is with J-Riggs due to the fact that he has the silvers. And he's about to find out that you've got the other half of the Ganon kill kit here in this 3. Once again, the hint shop at Candle Row holds the right side hint for 23 rupees that the silvers are in 5. OzzSolo needs that hint or needs to go back into 5. As J-Riggs cuts into the deficit again. 5 Triforces to 4. OzzSolo now in 6. Another spot where I do not believe we've seen the item. But again, the raft is required. And at this point, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's level 4 that's raft blocked. No, it's not. No, it... Raft block level 9? Wait a minute. What's with this tournament in raft blocking level 9? Wow, if that's the case, that's... Let's see here. With the raft and the ladder being required items, one of them has to be here because... And the other's got to be, let me see here. It's not in 3. It's the other item in 8. Oh. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. The other item in 8 is either the raft or the ladder. But we haven't seen a ladder block yet. Or wait, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, chat. I'm kidding. Heart container for J-Riggs and OzzSolo. They both found it in here in this 6. They are one heart container away, and Oz tries to be a pacifist, not killing off that Aquamentus, despite the fact that it shot at him. Okay, now Now he finds out he has to take the transporter, and that's enough. That's enough to get Oz to stop the pacifist run. I approve of this, Oz. I really do. He says, enough with the pacifist run. Item found in 6. It is the raft. Oz, you need this. Oh no. He doesn't know the raft is blocking level 9. That could be critical. If Riggs finds it and picks it up, Riggs is going to enjoy a sizable lead. Riggs is going to tell that Aquamentus what's up. Here's the raft in 6, and he knows. Or if he doesn't know, he's got a very good indication. There's the raft in 6. Oz with the Triforce has the lead, but needs that raft. And Oz is going to leave 6 behind. I'm the power of knowledge, chat. You are absolutely correct. My goodness, this is a possible. I'm not sure what else to say. Oz back in 5. He doesn't know the silvers are in here. He's going to be happy to know. Now Riggs, 5 Triforces in hand, has the silvers, has the bow, has the raft that he needs. And goodness, is he heading right for some raft spots to confirm it? He may just be. I mean, I can understand Oz thinking the general, it's not going to be here. This surely I'm going to find it at some point. It's got to be power bracelet blocked or something. Once in a while, however, that doesn't do it. East side raft spot next up. Is level 9 here? It is not. Do you pick up that bait, though? We haven't seen the bait block yet. And Riggs is thinking about it. Either that or he's checking his map. Riggs is thinking. Says no. And again, I can understand that as well, because you might want that second bomb upgrade. You might need keys. And I can fully understand and support Riggs not picking up that bait, despite the fact that it's priced like ground beef. Riggs is heading to 7, which we know is the location of the power bracelet. But he does need the Triforce in here, so I can understand that. Bomb upgrade there for Oz. Doesn't have the rupees to pick it up. Early transport into 7. Riggs says, what the heck? It's 7. We gotta do this. So again, for those of you just joining us, a critical development in this race. Oz saw the raft in level 6. Did not know that there is a raft block. There is a raft blocked level, as Oz finds the silvers here in this level 5. That raft block level is level 9, the site of the magic key. However, by process of elimination, we know that level 9 is on the western raft spot. East raft spot was one of many bait shops here in the seed. Is this the item in 7? Is this the power bracelet for Riggs? It absolutely is. We may not need it, but it's nice to have nonetheless. Again, chat. Oh, wait a minute. Oz back in 4. This is where the ladder block was. And is Oz going to try and find another way in? I mean, push comes to shove. I mean, we were told the recorder is inedible. Nobody said anything about the power bracelet. Those silvers coming in handy for Riggs. We did see the magic sword, chat. If memory serves, that was over in the Eastern Forest. A mere couple of rooms away from the hint that told you where it was. Riggs finds the Triforce in 7, ties it up, 6 Triforces aside. So Oz out of 4 as well. Riggs still needs one heart container to pick up mags, but he's heading to 4. The problem with level 4, you're still going to need that ladder. J. Riggs may not know that yet, but he will. The only helping hand here is that, or actually, wait, no, level 8. I thought it was in the South Coast. That was level 5. Oz is in 8, and may have figured out that the ladder has to be here. Oh boy. Level 4 doing its best impression of level 1, deciding to be a key vampire here today. And there is your ladder block. Or is it? Or is it? Oh, it absolutely is. And that room was just absolutely taunting Riggs there. There was that heart container to assure you of the magical sword, but it was ladder blocked, and of course Patra doesn't want to be a help. I mean, it's Patra. What do you expect? Where is Riggs heading off to now, though? Oh, he's going to check power bracelet spots. Is there a take any we just haven't seen yet, and he thinks it may be power bracelet blocked? Or does he has he seen level 8? Two options. Let's see. He's heading towards the Fairy Fountain Power Bracelet spot. We know level 8's not here, but what is? A door repair. Fantastic, Riggs says. He's closing in on 8 if he hasn't seen it. Oh, goodness. He hadn't seen 8. He does now. And like OzzSolo, he knows the ladder's here. No, old man. J. Riggs has the red ring. Aqua Mentis does not hold it anymore. Once again, a case of the old man tries. That is the recorder in level 8. That could be required. Here is the rapid fire silver arrows for J. Riggs. He's got 206 rupees. He's got a bomb upgrade under his belt. He doesn't care. At this point, rupees are weapons for him. Nice juggle of the spike traps. Well played, and the dig continues. There are 2 items in this 8, and one of them we were hinted to the recorder's location here in this 8. However, it is by process of elimination that we know that the ladder is in here, because the ladder cannot be in 9 due to the fact that it's considered an important item, and the important items in 9 flag, yes, is not on in this tournament. Also, welcome in Raiders, and welcome into this 3rd round bracket matchup here in the Rookie Rumble of 2025. Number 3 seed Riggs and number 14 OzzSolo. Currently dueling in level 8. And the story of this seed so far, OzzSolo did not find the silvers in his first dig of 5, had to take a second dig to find them. But the bigger underlying story here is that Oz did seed a raft in 6, but did not pick it up, not knowing that raft is required because level 9 is raft blocked. And a red herring there in the nub of level 8. Search continues for the ladder. Oz at least found a recorder. J. Riggs might have found something here. And there is your recorder. Riggs probably thinking, that's not what I wanted to find, game. By the way, in case you chat is curious, for those of you just joining us, level 4 is ladder blocked, so that explains why we were both here in this level 8 trying to find the ladder as well. Neither runner is going to get out of here without it. Keys starting to become an issue for Riggs here. 1 key remaining. 2 keys remaining now. Never mind, I said anything. Game knows how to make me look like a fool sometimes. We know that Gleeok isn't going to hold the item. Gleeok rooms cannot be push blocks. Some double button tapping here for magical sword level damage. Riggs gets a key for his troubles, and he's certainly not saying no. I was looking near the northeast corner. Finds a ladder block, but says, "Thank goodness I've still got this Azure stick that shoots damaging projectiles, because otherwise we'd be in trouble. And indeed, chat, thank you for the clarification. We are locked to 10 hearts for the magical sword. I believe last night's Torneo Corto finals matchup was the flag set with the 14 heart magical sword. Tonight is Rookie Rumble night, and there is Riggs with a bomb refill station. That's no problem. Fills up on bombs, and a high five for our runners, and that is the wrong direction for J-Riggs. So the hunt continues for that elusive ladder. Both of our runners must be getting close to full exploration of this 8. Solid wall for Riggs. This 8 is giving our runners a fair bit of trouble. There's a ladder block. Will that bomb work? It will not. Oh goodness. Game, what are you trying to make our runners do here? And indeed, chat pointing out, OzzSolo out of bombs and forced out of this 8. Meanwhile, J-Riggs has some options here. Is that lack of bombs going to hurt? My goodness. J-Riggs was down to 1 key just about 2 minutes ago. Now finds himself with 6. Funny how Z1R works sometimes. Oz back in 8 with a bomb pack to his name. A little bit of trouble here due to the fact that, well, that ladder block's going to cause some problems, you see. 2 bomb packs in hand. Oz says, time to get that ladder. Where is that ladder? It's not in this room, I can promise you that. Our runners, this has got to be close to 100%ing this. Riggs, maybe. Oh, wait a minute. This is... That northern side is pretty much as mapped out as it's going to get. It's not going to be here either. I mean, thank you for the compass, but... Oh goodness, the hunt continues, chat. J-Rick saying, I don't care about that. And double up an A. We're going back to start. Our runners are thrown for a loop here in this A. Boat runners heading for the transport. They're heading towards the top side of this level. Jerry Rink's using the double tap. And Oz may be the first of our runners to find the ladder, and he is. Riggs needs to go the other way to find it. If he picks up this Triforce, this could be disastrous. And he does. He needs to get back in that transport ASAP and find the ladder. He knows that the Triforce at 4 is ladder blocked. And he's going right back in. Oz with the ladder, given a bit of a chance to catch up, but needs the raft in 6. It is a break for Oz, but that clock is ticking. The moment Riggs finds this ladder, this could be problematic, and it's right here. Riggs with the ladder. Now he knows where level 4 is. And he's going to be joining OzzSolo in there very shortly. In fact, a case can be made at this point, and bit surprised. I think at this point, 1 hour, 10 minutes in, Oz may feel like he's got to book it ASAP. However, I think Magical Sword was right around the corner. Riggs says, I don't care about no Magical Sword. I got to get in and out of this 4 ASAP. And there is your ladder block. There's your ladder block completely ignored. And again, J Riggs booking it towards the Triforce's location. Oz is there already. And will pick it up. He's up to 7. He'll need the Triforce from level 7 to get into 9. But Riggs doesn't have that problem. At 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 55 seconds, Riggs has 8 Triforces, and he's got his ticket to 9. That's where he's headed next. As you can see, Riggs giving absolutely none of the 6th letter of the alphabet. And he's heading straight to 9. That magic key's waiting for him. Will he care about that? I'll tell you what he will care about. He's going to need to find the roar and the door. The roar is the roar of Ganon, and you're going to hear that if you're 1 room away from Ganon's location in any cardinal direction, be it left, up, right, or down. And you'll also see the word life on the top right of your screen change to the word roar. A little quality of life addition that the creator of Zelda 1 Randomizer, F. Coughlin, cooked up for us. And thank you, Fred, for that one. We appreciate you. That is going to be your first transport in level 9. Level 3 has the bow. Thank you, game. We really knew that. Oh goodness, this is a forced one. There is a forced pat here in this 9. Riggs wanted to check those nubs. Game said no and says no again. Riggs says, you are not going to stop me, and the game says, yes, I will. Z1R in a nutshell, folks. You want to do the right thing, the game sometimes is just going to say no. At this point, wow, this is one-way central here for Riggs, and here is your first chance for some divergence. Bomb Force scores for J Riggs. That's a beautiful shot. And oh, wait a minute, a bomb hole? What's this? Oh, if I'm Riggs, I have to kill this Spiky. He made a bad decision. This might be the kidnapped. It is not. The door, for those of you curious, is a single shutter room, just like the room Riggs was in, that will not open if Ganon is still open and all the enemies in the room are defeated. Yes, I can word. And if Ganon is defeated, well, Zelda's going to smell the bacon and says, I want breakfast. Come in and give me that bacon. She isn't going to care about the enemies in the room. That door's just going to go open immediately. This level 9... I don't think I've seen level 9 with so little divergence possible. There's your Annie key in 9. That is a big one. Key's no longer a problem, and Oz, with 8 Triforces, has his ticket to 9, but there's just one problem. That raft that he left in level 6 is a major problem right now. Critical bomb pack there for Riggs. He finds another bomb hole. And that is not the first spiral staircase we see here in this 9. There is your call of bacon. You'll see it on the top right of your screen. The word roar. We don't care about that key, but we care about this. 1 hour, 16 minutes, 45 seconds. Riggs has found Ganon. And we'll need 8 hits, my apologies, with that white sword to knock out the pig. Gets the early stun lock. Can he keep it? He absolutely can. That is as good as you're going to see. Bacon obtained. Triforce of power obtained. Is the kidnapped right next door? She is! And get your GGs out, everybody, for your race winner here tonight. It is J Riggs with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 12 seconds. And with that, we have the news in the race room that OzzSolo has thrown in the DNF. That is a forfeit for OzzSolo here tonight. Get your GGs out in chat, everybody. This was one heck of a race, and it came down to a single decision, unfortunately. Let's see if either of our runners are going to be up for a little bit of a talk. And joining us now, your race runner up, OzzSolo. GG's, Oz. This was a rough one.
That 8 killed me. If it wasn't for that 8, I saw every room of that 8. It was the last room I looked in. That was just such a pain. And also, it just dawned on me, 9 was by a lake, so I'm like, well, it's got to be either up in the Vanilla White Sword Cave or in the Deadwoods tutor spot. And then I checked them both, nothing. I went, oh crap, I needed that raft.
You did, unfortunately, and you saw that raft as well.
I did too, and I just passed it up and said, I don't need that. I did.
Unfortunately, you did, and that if you had picked up the raft, it would have been a little closer. However,
He
Riggs
still would have got me.
was, yeah, Riggs was he was flying out there. The moment he got that red ring, he put the thrusters on and he was off.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I stopped and bought that blue ring, and then I was like, man, I really shouldn't do this. But again, I did it anyway. I did a bunch of stuff that I wouldn't normally do in there, but oh well, it is what it is.
I mean, to be fair, that blue ring purchase, a lot of runners would have done it. Also joining us here in the race room, your race winner, Riggs. GG's, you're up 1-0 in the
GG's,
series.
Riggs.
Yo, GG's, Oz.
Yeah, thanks, man. I had a heck of a time digging the ladder out of that 8, man. It just took forever. That, and I saw the raft in 6 and went, I don't need that.
That 8, yeah, that ladder was buried, and the try too.
Yeah. Well, it was. If you took that transport, it was one room away. I took the try and dipped out. Said, I'll come back and get that. I know the recorder's in here, and I didn't know what anything else was really at that point. Not much. So I just dipped. So I ended up coming back and redigging it, and I saw every single room of that 8. And then I ran out of bombs. Had to leave and go get bombs. Go back. It was painful.
I think I saw every room too. That was a rough level.
It was a horrible dig. But GG's, man. Well done.
Yo, thank you.
Was a very well run race. How about that 4 as well? That ladder blocked your boat for a loop.
Yeah, it did. Because I was like kind of deductive reasoning here. I'm like, well, the ladder's got to be in 5 or 6. So I think I went to 6 first, and then found that was the raft and just poo-pooed it.
I saw that there was a hint that said the any key sale to get the any key, so I knew raft was required at that point. So that kind of helped.
Yeah, I didn't have enough money to buy those hints because I bought the blue ring. Like I'm like, I really don't need this at this point, but I mean, maybe I should. Maybe it'll give me a little bit of an edge, and it didn't. So, so I couldn't buy the hints. That's why I hate buying blue ring in these flags. And I hadn't got the. I don't think I had got the hint that because I forget what level that was in, but it said red ring was in 1.
Red ring was being in 1 was a very early hint, if memory serves. I think it was in 5.
Yeah, it might have been. I forget. It was in one of the dungeons though. It was like only like 2 rooms in or something.
It might have been 8, actually.
I think it might have been 8 actually.
It could have.
I don't remember. I know I got the hint right after I bought the blue ring though. I'm like, you dirty dog.
Level 9 rigs. What are your thoughts on that one?
It didn't look very segmented off at first, but then nothing was bombing, so it was just gonna have to take stairs at that point. Just happened to find the right one.
Yep.
And I was glad Zelda was right after Ganon because I did not want to search for her. Nice.
I didn't even get to. I like I said, I didn't get to 9. I didn't even. I would have had to run back to 6 to get that raft. So when I saw you finished, I was like, oh, thank God. I mean, darn, but thank God.
Yeah.
I felt so far behind after that 8. I knew it was over when I was in 8. I'm like, this is over. I kept looking over, like, when's he gonna? Come on, done. Where you at?
I thought the same thing when I was in 8.
Oh, it feels so bad when that happens. It's horrible.
You're both extremely good runners, though, and I'm looking forward to see game 2 of this series. I mean, you two get a 24-hour break, and you're back at it apparently on Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I would have liked this to have been a little closer to be a little more entertaining, but not too many botched ideas on my side.
It was still a skillful race, so props to both of you. This was a very well run race. I mean, Oz, goodness, this is the type of mistake I think all of us as runners are going to just say it the same way. You make that mistake once.
Yep.
and then you never forget it.
That's it. At least not for a while till you do it again and you go, didn't I do this before? You get deja vu.
That unfortunately it does happen from time to time, and you hate it when it does.
That it does.
So
But
I'm
it's
gonna
all
ask-
good, man. I'm happy to take a back seat to Riggs, man. I know Riggs is one heck of a runner. I know you're primarily vanilla, right? And you come out sometimes for Z1R. Is that right?
This is my first Z1R tourney.
Nice. Well, GG's, man. You're doing well. Keep it up.
Yo, thanks.
Maybe
you
not
too.
next round. No, I'm kidding, man. Keep it up.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you very much. Sorry, Moonrisen, I interrupted you. You were going to say something, buddy. I apologize.
Not a problem. I mean, you two are the stars tonight, right?
If you want to call it that. Maybe a star and a comet.
You guys are running this. I retired from this game already, so I mean, it is what it is. But I wanted to ask you both if you both had any more comments about this seed, about the tournament.
Well, as far as this seed goes, bleh. I mean, it wasn't terrible. This wasn't a real bad seed. A couple of bad dungeons. You know, that 4 being ladder blocked the way it was, and 8 just being a jerk. As far as the tournament goes, been a lot of fun so far, all the way from qualifiers. One heck of a turnout. J Riggs, you know, like I said, keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing, man. You were pretty consistent in the qualifiers. You did really well. You seeded over me. But yeah, I do look forward to playing some more with you. And my last couple matches were really, really fun. So hopefully we can get a couple of close ones, one way or another. I just hope it's close because it's usually more entertaining to watch. And thank you, Moonrisen. I think we have who's tracking. You got House tracking?
That's correct. House was our
Nice.
tracker here tonight.
Well, thank you, House, and thank you, Moonrisen. Even though you're retired from the game, it's glad to still have you around the community, and especially on comms. You always do an excellent job, so I really appreciate you guys. And to Riggs, appreciate the race, buddy.
Yo, thanks. It was a fun race. Looking forward to Thursday.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And thank you, Oz, for the comments. I really do appreciate it. And thank you again to House for doing the tracking tonight. Tracking's never easy, but Tracker's are the MVP of our crew, as we mentioned earlier. So thank you so much, House. I appreciate it. Thank you both for joining us and for a great race. Looking forward to race number 2 in the near future.
Yep, sounds good. Appreciate everything, everybody, and thanks for putting it up.
Thanks, MRP.
Thank you both. Have a great night.
You too. Take care, everyone.
So with that, this is going to conclude our coverage of the 2025 Rookie Rumble for the evening. There are 3 races currently on the docket for Thursday. There are no races tomorrow as scheduled as of yet. But on Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern, we've got Game 1 of Mizzou 466 and Chance Mia. Game 2 of this series goes at 8 p.m. And our nightcap at 11 p.m. Eastern Time is Game 2 of the series between Fleury and Animus United. With that, one more time, I'd like to thank House for doing the tracking here tonight, and I'd also like to thank the SpeedGaming Network, because without them, we do not get to put this tournament on the air. So thank you so much to the SpeedGaming Network. And with that, it is time to bid you all adieu. So on behalf of our runners here tonight, Riggs and OzzSolo, on behalf of our tracker, House, on behalf of all of us here at the SpeedGaming Network, and all of us here at the Zelda 1 Randomizer community, this is Moonrisen Phoenix. Thank you so much for watching Rookie Rumble action. Good night, everyone.